Today been like seeing all these guys, basically the biggest job interview of their life to this point?
First and foremost, I think, it's a day about the players. Their moment in the sun, their time to shine, another step towards achieving a lifelong goal. And, it's great to see them, come out here and perform and, inch closer to making it a reality.
What's the past couple months been like for you? Have obviously GMs and scouts been reaching out to you, asking about these guys?
No, I think, the big thing from a program standpoint is that it shows that a young man can make a decision to come to Mississippi State and achieve all of his goals. And, if one of those is getting to the NFL, it can happen here. And, certainly I think, Coach Mullen and his staff deserve some credit for, identifying these guys and recruiting them. And, I was glad we were able to play a part in the development in our season here so far.
Obviously, y'all had one of the best defenses in the country this past year. Is it kind of nice to see guys like Montez and Jeff and Abram and all those guys that, kind of by the numbers it's going to show up too?
No, absolutely. And Gary, Braxton, all those guys. And I think when you have talent, you have a coaching staff in place that does a good job putting them in position to be successful with the scheme. Those are results that kind of bear themselves out during the season. So, it's great for them to, carry over the success from the field, and you're going to see that on draft day as well.
We've talked a little about this before, but obviously I'm sure you get a lot of questions about Jeff off the field and everything. How do you handle those questions? What do you say about him?
All I can do is base my judgment on my interactions with Jeffrey, and quite frankly, I had no idea even about that situation until like 6 months after being here. But Jeffrey has been a model student athlete on and off the field. His academics, his community service endeavors, his performance on the field, his leadership, the way he treats other people, it's been exemplary.
When you talk to NFL people about Nick, what do they want to know about him?
No, I think, Nick is, still continuing his development as a passer. I think he's got a, skill set, that he needs to continue to work on, at the next level. But I think he brings a very diverse skill set, and obviously his ability to, make plays in his production with the ball in his hand has been historical. So I think there will be a role for Nick in the NFL as a quarterback, and I think he'd do some other things as well.
Chris Rayford's guys played a lot of special teams here. He said he's heard from a lot of NFL teams about the same thing. What do you think he can do to it?
Chris brings a lot of value. Guy can play corner, guy can play safety, cover kicks, return kicks, and I think when you look at the construct of NFL rosters with 53 men, unless you're quarterback, a lineman, or one of the elite level players, that you have to be able to do certain things to contribute on special teams, and that's I know Chris can fill that role.
Is there some bittersweetness in the fact that you had 1 year with these guys, now you've got to let them go and turn it over and get back to spring practice, replacing them?
No, bittersweet in the sense that you love 3 potential first-round picks and a defense back. I was kidding around with Montez. I said we petitioned the NCAA and got his 6th year. He didn't think that was very funny. I did. But, yeah, you'd love to have those guys back, but certainly, they've done a lot of great things for Mississippi State on and off the field and have left their mark and, their legacy, and now they're going to move on to bigger and better things.
And when you see a group like that out here today for Pro Day and so many scouts coming out here to see them and also giving other guys an opportunity to be seen, just talk about what that means for the overall program.
Yeah, I think it's huge. And, 20 years, every Pro Day you're going to see the underclassmen come out and work and kind of envision what's going to be on the field when it's their time. And, once again, I think it's validation that you can come to Mississippi State, achieve all your goals, and, hopefully it's a process where every single year on Pro Day you see, I think I counted 52 representatives from NFL teams here today. That's the turnout we get because of the caliber of player and person that we're developing here.
Do you like your guys who are going through spring right now still playing? Do you like them coming out here? Did you encourage them to come out here to see what's going on and kind of know what this process is like and get this thought in their head?
I don't think we had to. Hopefully they weren't skipping any class to do it. But yeah, I think they should come out because I think we want our guys to have the NFL as their dream, as long as it's not their only dream. But certainly, that's why you sign up to play, and that's why you pick a school in the SEC conference to compete at the highest level. And we want them to be exposed to this experience.
What about Abram's game do you think could lead to him having success in the NFL?
Do I think he will have success?
Like, what about his game?
Oh, what about it? I think it's his, number one, his ability. 2, his approach. I don't know that I've seen a guy who enjoys to practice as much as he does in a game, and that's literal. I don't know that Jonathan understands what tag off or thud tempo means, someone was always ending up on the ground just because he was that aggressive. And he's a guy that competes his tail off, and he has great football IQ and was a great teammate. So I think everything that he did to elevate his game and his draft stock this year was through hard work.
Coach, you said you didn't know about Jeff's thing until 6 months ago. Is that right?
6 months from when I got here. Yeah.
Really? How did that?
I think someone came to my office and mentioned it to me. Yeah, I heard about it.
So what did you think about him not being, not getting the invitation to the combine? That had to have been disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, had a chance to meet with Jeffrey after he got injured, and came in and we sat down and talked about it. And Jeffrey's been through ups and downs, highs and lows, a lot of adversity, and I think I think Lou Holt said life's 1% of what happens to you, 99% how you respond to it. I think Jeffrey has, in his time at Mississippi State, has done that incredibly well.
Coach, you've seen guys, with that particular type of injury. Just talk about, what you've seen about guys being able to come back from an ACL.
Yeah, I'm no doctor. I did stay at a Holiday Inn. No. I mean, it's not like the old days where, you got an ACL and, it was a situation where you're out a year or two and you question the long-term prognosis. I mean, I've seen guys come back from it as quick as 5 or 6 months. So the way Jeffrey's attacking the rehab and knowing his mental composition, his competitiveness, his makeup, he'll be back from it in no time.
Do you plan on going to the draft?
Do I plan on it?
Mm-hmm.
It depends on if they plan to go. So asked all the guys, going to see what their plans are, and then we'll take it from there.